Hello, everybody. Welcome to Thursday Night Homestead Hangout with Kettle Kitchen, rounding out the evening. So let's go ahead and get started.
Down in Louisiana, where the tall, tall pine trees grow, there live a preacher daughter and she knows how to jelly roll. And a papa want to save my soul, but a sweet talking daughter, Lord, she loves to jelly roll. Yes, she do.
Well, hello, everybody. I think we'll start seeing people come in here very soon. We're rounding out Thursday Night Homestead Hangout. That starts off with Gilliam Farms. Then we go over to White Rock Homestead. We then go into Muddin' for Nothing. Then we go to 9 Acre Family Farm. And then we round out the night with Kettle Kitchen. So thank you for everybody coming in. Appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and actually bring our guest up. I was going to do this a different way, but we don't have a lot in here yet. It must be running late on the other channel. So without further ado, let's go ahead and welcome Wendy from Willow Way Ranch. Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for coming in.
You're welcome.
We're getting a few people in here now, and they'll start coming on in. Just going to go ahead and run through real quick and say hi to everybody. We got Dark Lord Minute, always slides in the beginning. We have Rena LaRue, thank you for coming in. Big Valley Living, Michelle, thank you for coming in. Blue, thank you for coming in. It's early where she's at. Teresa Jukiewicz, Let's Trade Paint. Tiffany, Mud Mascara Homestead. And let's see, Virginia Alexander, Scotty Too Hottie. He's in here with us as well. Suburban Hillbilly. Andale Homestead, thank you for joining us. White Rock Homestead, thank you. Hello, and thank you, and howdy. So that is where we start. I'm glad everybody showed up, and thank you to everybody for coming in. This is one of those kind of processes where we try to get to know you a little better as a channel and a person, not in traditional interview means. So I do see Lori prepping for heavens joined us as well. A good number of the people sitting over in chat have already been through this interview, so they already know what's coming. Okay. I'm not trying to scare you. Really, I'm not.
I do.
Dale, 9 Acre Family Farms, thank you for coming in. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started with you, okay?
Okay.
First question is, why'd you pick your channel name?
Okay. One is because down our road, especially closer to the bridge that's just right down here, there's a whole bunch of wild willows, not the weeping willows, but the other type of willows.
Right.
And plus we did have a weeping willow growing in our yard, and plus we've got two of the other type of willows back in the back field. And so it used to be called Second Chance Ranch, but that was Jeff's name for it. But a local not-for-profit group started after he had that name in Moberly called Second Chance something or other. And so we were getting calls and emails for them. And so since they were a not-for-profit, we had to go ahead, and since we hadn't registered ours, we had to change our name just so we could quit getting calls and stuff for them. And so, all the willows that we've got growing around here, and plus when we done online, we actually had a notebook page full of different names that we wanted to try. But doing Google searches and stuff like that, most of those other names were already taken. Until I got to Willow Way Ranch, I didn't find any. There is now, but there wasn't then. And so we went ahead and just chose the Willow Way Ranch, and it's
Okay.
registered in Missouri under us. So
Well, good. I see that Gilliam Farms is in with us. They're driving and listening. I do want to throw out a shout out to Mr. C, which is Tiffany's husband. We're all thinking about you. He had oral surgery yesterday, so we're hoping he feels better. We know that he's doing okay, but we just wanted to throw that out to him. So, when did you start your channel? Now, when I ask that question specifically, what I'm asking is, when did you start as a content creator? Because I did do some lookup and I see that on your about page it says that you started September 27th, 2020, but is that when you actually started content making?
no, I didn't actually start actively posting stuff until January of 22.
Okay, so you're new to this just
22.
as I am, which I already knew
Yeah,
that, but I mean for people that may not know that, you're new.
right,
Okay, you're not brand new, but you're newer.
right.
Right. Okay. Um, what is your channel about?
Homesteading and some of the stuff that we build and some of the stuff that Jeff comes up with and cooking collabs that I join and cooking recipes that my family has done over the years. I post those. I've done a lot of family videos of past vacations and interviews with my grandparents before they passed. And so it's a mixture of everything, but mainly our homesteading and gardening and stuff like that.
Which the gardening actually is increased from where you were when I first met you.
Yes, we
Yes.
have ooh,
Okay. In all fairness,
we
sorry, I said
have
it that way. In all fairness, a lot of what you do has grown since I first met you.
yes,
So go ahead.
yes. Yep. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 garden boxes, and then like a 10 by 10 area, maybe even a little bit bigger than that for potatoes or just various whatnots. We now have a huge orchard of trees that are growing and starting to produce now. We have an individual asparagus garden um, bed,
Hmm.
raised bed. We've got the raised strawberry bed. Jeff had a huge, massive tobacco patch this year, which we'd never done before. And then all of my old seeds, I'd done a dump garden down at our old pig pens. And so I ended up with green beans and tomatoes and okra and all sorts of stuff from just dumping old seeds that I didn't think were good anymore.
How did your, just out of curiosity, how did your what's the word, your tobacco bed, how did that turn out for you guys?
Holy cow. It done good. I mean, and he babied it. He was
Right.
out there every morning. As soon as he went and let the chickens out, he'd go straight over to the tobacco patch. He'd pick off worms if he seen any worms. He'd pick off the tops so they wouldn't bloom. I mean, he was babying it. And
Mm,
when the leaves started turning and he would pick them, he would bundle them together with a rubber band, and then he's got them hanging down in the big metal shed that we have down below the hill. He's got
okay.
them hanging in the rafters in there.
All right. Uh,
Thank you, Big Valley.
yes, that's Michelle. She loves that room. All right. So here's the one question specifically about YouTube. Okay. Can you tell us what milestones on YouTube that have stood out the most for you that were big achievements?
Um, Probably my 500 live. That
Okay.
one is the one that meant the most, and because, you know, with the help of, all of my subscribers, I was
Mhm.
able to do that on my own.
Good.
But then with my 1,000, it didn't seem as such a big deal because Missouri Randy helped
Mhm.
me out with some of his Philippine friends. And so I guess a lot of those I feel like are kind of fake subscribers, so it doesn't mean as much to me as the 500 did. Even though I'm
Mhm.
glad I've got the 1,000 subscribers, it's just I don't think some of them are real, you know?
Well, and you'll find that out. Those will weed themselves out naturally, or you'll notice them not interacting. So I get what you're saying, though. So yes,
Right.
yeah. Um. Okay. That was the easy part. Now we move into the next part, which is 20 questions, and these will
Okay.
be: what are your favorite? What are your least favorite? Okay. All right. Intended to be one word, but if you want to indulge in the conversation more, that is fine. I may ask you for more indulgence on an answer. But again, like I tell anybody, if I ever ask you a question you don't want to answer, you can say, "Can I please pass?" Okay.
Okay.
Okay. What is your favorite color?
I want to say pink, but in reality, I think it's gray.
Okay, that's a difference.
Yeah. I just a lot of my clothes are pink, but then I also have a lot of gray clothes, but then I painted my office gray and I'm painted my living room gray and I painted the project house gray. And
Right.
so I'm sitting there going, hmm,
You're leaning gray.
right.
What is your least favorite color?
Uh, probably green.
Green. Okay. What is your favorite number?
I'm gonna have to say 9 because I've got 9 kids.
Okay. And your least favorite number?
Mm, probably 6.
Okay. What is your favorite season?
Fall,
Okay. And your least favorite season?
winter.
Boy, you're at the end of the best and heading into the worst.
Yep.
And okay, so some of these questions may be from the past, they could be from current, so keep that in
Okay.
mind.
Hmm.
What is your or was your favorite TV show?
Mm, Dukes of Hazard.
And then what was your least favorite or is your least favorite TV show?
Oh, um, Big Bang Theory.
I've heard that come up once or twice. What is your favorite movie?
Mystic Valley.
Or
Movie? Oh,
yeah,
City of Angels.
and then what is your least favorite movie?
Anything horror.
I always You are not the first. There's a handful of you that won't give me a movie, but you'll classify horror in general fits into that category.
Right.
Okay,
Now,
play
if
and
it's like supernatural horror, I don't mind, like, some of the ghosts and stuff like that. That stuff I don't mind. Oh, except for that ship. Oh my gosh.
the
There's
ship.
a ship movie. Yes. It starts out, it's like Ghost Ship or something like that. It starts out with this wire breaking, and when the wire breaks, it cuts everybody that's dancing on the deck completely in half.
That
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 one is
reminds me.
probably my least favorite movie.
I'm gonna have to go look that up now.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, well, I'll look into that later down the road.
Okay.
All right. If you have an empty plate sitting in front of you, what would be your favorite dinner on that plate?
I hate to say it, but it's probably simple, just spaghetti. I love spaghetti.
And here you go.
Thanks, Big Valley.
Same thing, but what would be the least thing you would have on that plate? Least favorite.
Anything with raisins. Ah, I hate raisins.
What is your favorite fruit?
Bananas.
What is your least favorite fruit?
Mm, Probably like nectarines or something like that.
Okay. What is your favorite vegetable?
Sweet corn.
What is your least favorite vegetable?
Probably turnips and rutabagas and stuff like that.
Okay. Now that's a root vegetable. Do you like carrots and potatoes and things like that? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So here we go to pick your brain, like I tell everybody else. What's your favorite kitchen tool?
Hmm. I have a favorite spatula. I don't know why, I just always, whenever I'm cooking like the hamburger, I always grab the one spatula.
Okay.
But
So I want to say good night to Michelle. Thank you for coming in, and good night to White Rock Homestead. Thank you for coming in, guys. Okay. On the flip side, what is your least favorite kitchen tool?
probably mm, honestly, it's probably like the potato peeler and stuff. I just, it's a tedious tool. I mean, it's better, I guess, than using a knife, but still, it's just tedious.
True. I'll give you that. I did want to mention, I did look and seen that you have just over 65,000 views on your channel. So that's good.
Yeah,
That is
awesome.
good.
I wish I had more watch hours.
Well, yeah, we all know how that goes, right? What is your or was your favorite board game?
Hmm. Does Battleship count as a board game?
Yes.
Okay, Battleship is my favorite.
Well, I'm going to give it to you as a board game. How's that sound?
Okay.
What was your least favorite or is your least favorite board game?
Risk, because it takes forever.
Oh, come on now. Don't knock that.
No, I like it.
Huh?
It takes forever. A game of Risk can take days.
Yes. So can Monopoly.
Not true.
All right. Okay. So that's the 20 questions on the least and least favorite, or favorite and least favorite. Sorry. Kind of the same style of questions, but it's just one question about it. You don't have to give least or least favorite. Okay.
Okay.
What is your favorite hobby?
Mm, Probably the foraging. And, yeah, I love foraging.
And that you use a lot with your tinctures and things like that, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. Tinctures, salves, oils,
Yeah. What is your least favorite chore?
dishes. I even have a dishwasher and I still hate dishes.
What is your favorite time of day?
Uh, Honestly, I'm my most wide awake about 10 o'clock at night.
Now, I didn't ask when you were most awake. I asked if that was your favorite part of the day. Is that what you're going to go with, though? Is that's when you.
Yeah,
Okay,
probably. Because Hunter's asleep and the house
right.
is pretty quiet. And so, yeah.
All right. What is your favorite day of the week?
Mm, probably Mondays because Hunter goes back to school.
That's a
I know
parent.
it's
That's a
horrible.
parent answer right there, is what that is. And I'm going to assume it probably would have been it for all 9 of the kids, right?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Who is your favorite actor, male? The only reason I say is because some people call actresses actors. So I just wanted to
Yeah.
clarify I'm looking for male.
Um, honestly, probably Gibbs.
Who?
I don't know. Mark Hamilton.
Okay. What'd you call him?
Gibbs.
Oh, from NCIS.
Yes.
Or no. Is that right? No. I'm thinking of Mark Harmon. Sorry.
Okay. Mark Harmon then. Yeah, that's who I'm
The
thinking of.
NCIS
I
guy.
knew, I knew, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yep.
Harmon, then. That's who I'm going with. Okay. Who's your favorite actress?
Um, probably Angelina Jolie because I really liked her in that uh that new witch movie. Ah, oh, she has the black horns.
Oh, Maleficent. How do you say that?
Maleficent.
Huh? Yeah, you're right. How do you pronounce it? We can't pronounce it. So, yes, I
Yeah.
know which one you're talking about.
Yes, but I really like those movies. So yeah.
Malevolence.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think it's malevolence. Yeah, I think is what it is. But we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your favorite saying?
Same.
Yes.
I really don't have one. I always end my channel with stay curious, stay kind, and stay subscribed. So it's not really my favorite saying. It's just kind of my thing that I end my channel with.
Okay. What is your favorite song?
Uh, hmm.
Thank you, Dark Lord Minute. Always to the rescue. Maleficent.
Yes. Um, I don't know. There's so many of them I like. As I can't really choose just one. I mean, Jeff and I don't even have a song because it's just, I mean, we just hear a
You
love
got.
song
I'm
and
gonna
we'll
make you
sing it
pick
to each
one.
other,
You got to
So
pick
I
one.
mean, let's see. I don't even I don't even know the name of the song that I use for his ringtone. I just know that I use a different one. All of Me is what I've got
Okay.
down for his ringtone.
Who
So
sings that?
I
Do you
don't know.
remember? It's a good song though. It doesn't matter. It's a good song. Okay.
I like country, so
All right. What is your favorite holiday?
uh used to be Halloween. I say used to be because when I lived in town, I
Mm-hmm.
could decorate and, hand out candy and all of that. And now I live way out in BFE and it's pointless to decorate because nobody sees it and I don't get any trick-or-treaters out here. So
Okay. So then now what is your favorite holiday?
I have no idea. I hate Christmas. I don't like going out and taking Hunter trick-or-treating just because of the people and how picky he is and don't really do anything for Valentine's Day. We don't go anywhere for the 4th. We just shoot off fireworks here. So I don't know. Probably, I'd say probably just the 4th because we do it
Okay.
here and it's fireworks and it's just us. And
All right. What book would you read if given the choice that you've not read yet?
the 4th book in the series of the 1 Second After. He just came out with it over the last couple of months, and it's only out in hardback, and it's like $25, and I am not going to pay $25 for a book, so I'm going to have to wait for the softback to come out in May.
1 Second Actor?
After?
After. Sorry. That's why I
There's
asked
1 second.
because I didn't hear that correctly.
There's like 1 second after, 1 week after, and 1 year after, I think are the books that are out right now.
Okay. And then there's another one that follows that.
5 years later. Yeah, 5
5
years
years
after.
later. Rena LaRue knew it.
Yep.
Thank you, Rena. Okay, so we ended those. Now we're going back to favorite and least favorite again. Okay.
Okay.
What was your least favorite subject in school?
Oh, math.
What was your least favorite subject in school?
Oh,
I
my.
think I
Okay.
said least already. So the first one is what is your favorite?
Okay, my favorite was social studies.
Okay. And then math was
My
your least favorite.
least favorite, yes.
Okay. What is your favorite pizza topping?
Pepperoni.
And then what is your least favorite pizza topping?
Pineapple.
There's a running answer for that one. Okay, just like the dinner, you have an empty plate. If it had your favorite breakfast on it, what would it have?
Oh, probably French toast with strawberries and whipped cream.
Anything else?
Nope. That'd probably
Okay.
be it.
And you'd be happy with that.
Oh, yes.
What is your least favorite breakfast then?
I like it, but it's my least favorite, and that's biscuits and gravy.
You like it, but it's your least favorite.
Huh?
You like it, but it's your least favorite.
Yes. I'll eat it. I like it. It's just not my favorite.
That's not the one you have to have if you have to have.
Right.
Okay. I'll go with that. Okay. This might date you. I apologize. And I don't even know if it applies, but we're going to ask the question.
Okay.
Who is or was your favorite cartoon character?
Honestly, it was probably Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote. Those were my favorites. It's like they're just funny.
Okay.
Well, Bugs Bunny was too.
Well, you got to pick one now because you just threw me 3 names. So,
Roadrunner.
okay. And then who would have been your least favorite cartoon character?
Pepe Le Pew.
What is your favorite drink?
Dr. Pepper.
And then what is your least favorite drink?
Mm, probably Pepsi, but I mean, I would drink it, but my kidneys don't like it. So,
Okay. What is your favorite, historically, not personally, what is your favorite moment in time?
mm, historically, hmm, wow.
This one takes a while for people sometimes.
Mm, I think probably like um the Daniel Boone type area, the discovery, of different parts. Um,
So,
'Cause
historically speaking, like Lewis Clark time period.
Lewis and
Okay.
Clark and, you know, Laura Ingalls Wilder, all of
Right.
that
So,
discovery.
the new frontier kind of time period.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what would be your least favorite moment in time, historically speaking?
Mm, mm. I hate to say it because the two eras kind of run together,
Mm-hmm.
but the slave period, that's my least favorite.
Okay.
But yet the two eras are kind of,
They
I
do.
mean, happened during the same time. So,
Right. I think we'll just leave it at that. We'll just leave it at that. Okay. What sound do you enjoy the most? Hello, Pat Holman. Thank you for coming in.
probably my grandkids laughing.
And just so you know, I write everything down because we give prizes associated to the interview from the week previous. So I keep them
Oh,
so I can keep
okay.
track of that.
Mhm.
I'm not going to be out stalking you based on the answers you give me. So what sound annoys you the most?
Oh, um, probably nails on a chalkboard.
Yes. I think that is one of the most horrendous sounds in the world. One of them. But yeah.
Yes.
Ugh, I just get all
Or somebody smacking their food when they're eating. Ugh.
Ugh. Yeah. What is your favorite restaurant?
Mm, mm, probably Applebee's.
Okay. And then what would be your least favorite restaurant?
Probably Country Kitchen because we've had some bad experiences with the one that used to be in Moberly.
We used to have a country something. It wasn't Country Kitchen, but it was Country Buffet. That's what it was called. And it's kind of like with all those restaurants that go through that process. When they start, they're great. They got good stuff. Then they go through people. The quality goes down. The food starts sucking. It's just inevitably that's what happens with them.
Yep.
Okay. Pick thy brain some more. You ready for this one?
Yeah.
What is your favorite age so far?
Probably 38.
And then what would be your least favorite age so far?
Probably 17.
Okay. What is your favorite smell?
Roses and vanilla kind of mixed together, like a rose vanilla scent.
Together is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the most controversial question any of my guests get asked. What's your least favorite smell?
Ugh. Dog poop, vomit,
You only get
cleaning
one.
chicken
You
coop
only get
out.
one. You pick the worst.
Uh, Probably having to clean up the dog poop whenever they have accidents. Yeah, that one's kind of horrendous.
All right. We've had some interesting answers on that one. Okay, so we're done with those types of questions. We move into a little bit different. They've been called weird. So here we go.
Okay.
If you could be a tree, what tree would you be and why?
Willow. And because willows are a lot stronger than people give them credit for. That's why their branches are so soft, so they can sway in the wind easy, and they're just a lot hardier than people give them credit for.
A lot what?
A lot hardier than people give them credit
Okay.
for.
Okay. It just muffled out, so I didn't hear what you said. Sorry.
Yeah, probably our internet.
Or it could be mine, you know. If you could be a hot beverage, which would you be and why?
Coffee, because everybody loves coffee. Almost everybody.
I was going to say there's a few in here that I know don't. So
Yeah.
my day's incomplete without my coffee. So it's just the
Oh,
way it is.
yeah.
If you could be an animal, what would you be and why?
A bird, because they get to fly and just they're small, so they can hide and view things and see things without some people knowing that they can see, or some animals knowing that they can see. And so I don't know, just birds would just seem free.
Okay. Here's the weirdest of the four of these. If you could be an insect, what would you be and why?
Mm, mm, mm. Maybe an ant.
Okay.
Ants are strong and can lift several times their weight. They live underground, so they don't have to be seen if they don't want to be, or if they don't have to be. So probably an ant.
Okay. What would your badge of honor have on it? A lion, a tiger, an eagle, or an elephant?
Hmm, probably a lion.
Okay. Would your badge of success have the color blue, silver, gold, or green on it?
Probably silver.
Would your badge of bravery have a knife, a sword, a crossbow, or a pair of fists on it?
Hmm, probably a knife.
Would your badge of compassion have the symbol of love, empathy, care, or kindness?
Love.
Okay. You've made it through those hard ones, theoretically. Now we move into the homestead questions. Okay.
Okay.
So you're getting towards the end. That's good.
Okay.
Nothing major. It wasn't, really weird. I hope.
No, you're fine.
What is your definition of a homesteader?
Someone that tries to be as self-sufficient as possible.
Okay. What is the biggest challenge you've had or you and Jeff have had with homesteading?
Our soil. We've got a lot of clay.
I'm assuming that's probably why you guys have the elevated beds, is so that you could
Yeah.
put your own soil into it.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the most rewarding thing about homesteading for you? I'm going to say you, but I'm implying you and Jeff together.
Right. Honestly, I think it's when we prepare a meal and literally everything on that plate came from us, came from our house, our land. The steak from our cows, the potatoes from our garden, the carrots from our garden, everything,
Mm-hmm.
That's rewarding.
And the shame about that is that there's not a lot of people that can say that. I mean,
Right.
as much as every one of us to some degree do it or expansively do it, there's very few people that can say that whole meal came from our stuff. That's hard to
Right.
do. So,
Right.
oh, Big Valley Living. I thought she ditched out on us, but still, she says, what a gratifying feeling. And it
Yep.
is. I get it.
Yeah.
What fruit or vegetable would you love to grow that you've not done so far?
Raspberries. I've tried and I can't get the darn things to grow. I don't know if it's our soil or what, but I need to do something different.
Come on up
I
here. We'll
want.
give you all the raspberry plants you want
Okay.
and blackberry plants.
Oh, blackberries, I'm good. It's raspberries that I just can't seem to grow.
Well, thank you, Michelle. We're glad you've been watching and listening the whole time. What animal would you like to raise the most if given the chance? No bar on finances or location or anything. What would you really want to try to
Buffalo.
raise? Thank you.
Tatanka.
And what would that why that specifically?
To me, they symbolize, history. They're a historic animal and they are strong and magnificent. And I love them. And so I would love to grow a buffalo.
Okay. Now, out of these questions, just out of curiosity, the most rewarding thing about homesteading, what fruit or vegetable would you like to grow that you haven't done so far, and what animal would you like to raise? Would you think Jeff would probably have about the same answer?
No,
No. Okay. Out of
no.
curiosity, what would his be different?
One, he would not choose buffalo because he knows he knows that how expensive, the fencing and stuff, and
Right.
he says that they are a lot more wilder than I think they would be.
Mm-hmm.
And so he says I don't know what he would choose, but I know it wouldn't be buffalo, and it more than likely wouldn't be horses because even though I had horses when him and I got together, the horses were constantly pushing the cows around, and he didn't like that. And so
Okay.
I don't pigs. He'd probably say pigs.
Okay.
I mean, we've had a couple of pigs, but I didn't like the stench of them.
Right.
And so, but he didn't mind it. So he would probably say pigs.
You have an admirer.
Thanks, hon.
And good morning, Annette. Thank you for joining us. Nice to see you.
Hi, Annette.
And she knows both of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Would he agree with the fruit and vegetable thing too, as well as the most rewarding, do you think, though?
Yes, I
Okay.
know he would definitely agree with the most rewarding, and he would probably agree with me on the raspberries.
Okay. What is one thing you want to accomplish on the homestead that you've not done thus far?
Oh, finish a project. We have got that water tower out there still not finished. We have the expanded herb garden still not finished. I had started on redoing the herb garden thing that I had around the chicken coop. It's still not finished. His sawmill is still brand new in a box down in the shed, and we've had that dang thing for 3 years. So it
I
would
was
be
wondering if you guys
finished
were
a
ever going to
project.
get that thing going.
I don't know. I don't know, but it's still brand new. I swear to God, he's probably going to kill over before we ever get the damn thing set up.
I heard somebody say one time, and as much as I questioned it at the time, the more involved with this community I get, and the more people I reach, in conversation, I get it and I understand it, and that's a true homesteader always has projects that need to be finished.
Yeah,
And it makes sense if you think of the theory behind it,
yeah.
it does. So, what is one thing you've done on your homestead that you regret doing?
Mm, hmm. Honestly, it was probably having Jeff build those chicken tractors the way he built them, because now they're taking up space and yeah, I just probably building those damn chicken tractors.
So, Annette says two of my favorite people. And there you go.
We love her too.
All amen. Always something going on,
Yes,
isn't there?
Tiffany. Yes.
And really, if you think about it, you can be a small, tiny homesteader or just starting out, or you could be one that's been doing it for 20, 30 years. There's always something else to do, or you should be doing one of the two.
Yep.
So, all right. This is the last of the scripted questions. Okay.
Okay.
What do you love about the community in which you feel you are a part of?
Uh, it's easy to feel like family. You know, we all go as a homesteader, more than likely we're all going through, the same thing at the same time of year, as far as harvesting and planting and, different things like that. And so just easy to talk to and understand what we're doing. And so it's just, and that leads to, being able to talk about other things together and feeling like
Right.
family.
So, one thing that I've been trying to put out there, because I think, and I'll be honest, and I just had a conversation before we started with somebody, and I'm going to bring it up here. If you look up above your head, I believe on your window, it's above your head. So I'm going to assume it is. You see my logo sitting up there, and what it has been
Mhm.
since January has been that logo there.
Right.
And it's really about that, because I don't think you can really believe this logo unless you have the thought process that regardless of size, small, medium, large, or experience, new, intermediate, or experienced, all of us work together.
Yeah.
And it's like a big channel had said to me a while ago, and I've said this before on here. we all put our pants on the same way in reference to we've all had to get to the 500. We all had to get to the 200 when we were trying to get the handles at the time. And, things have changed now. And I'm using reference that we've all had to get to the number of subscribers. We've all had to get to the number of watch hours. And it doesn't matter whether you're 0 or you're 10 million. Through the thought process, we've all had to come at it from the same direction. So,
Correct.
In theory, we all should be relying on each other to help each other. And the only way the community grows is if we're doing that collectively. So, would you concur with that? Would be the question I would ask.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Don't get mad at me, but homesteaders were Charles Pa Ingalls. None of us had that opportunity anymore unless you moved to the Alaskan bush. Well,
yeah. I know.
I get it. Okay, so out of that is the questions I have for you, but you have one more thing. Is there anything about your channel that we've not discussed that you really would like to talk to people about or let them know about you?
I don't know, maybe hidden struggles.
Hidden what?
Hidden struggles.
Struggles. Thank you. My wife heard you, but I couldn't. So sorry.
There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes. Like people don't see how much we really struggle with Hunter. He is autistic and he's going to have he has his official autistic appointment Monday. To be diagnosed or not diagnosed, but we already know that he is. The
Right.
schools tested him, but this one is going to be from a doctor.
Right.
And
then it's claimed official.
Right.
Right.
And so it's just, but people don't see the tears that Jeff and I cry because of that. You guys don't see the tears that we cry when, a calf is born deceased or, I mean, there's a lot more going on than, you guys see.
Getting a phone call at 2 a.m. saying, Mom, they just beat me up too.
Yeah.
I only said that because you brought it out on your own life, so that's why I did.
No, I try not to hide a lot of stuff from you guys, on my channel. I really don't. I try to tell you guys everything that's gone on during the week and stuff like that, and I mean that's part of being a mom. When your baby calls, you go running,
right?
Or you do whatever you can for their safety until you can get there. Even though one of my children don't quite understand that, Heather Danielle.
But I think what's good about that and the way you explained that is that, at least for me, and I know you're the same way, and there's a few people that are in chat that are the same way. It's about our journey. It's not about here's the edited perfect version. Everything's hunky dory, because it never is. Life happens. So, it shouldn't be any way other than that.
Right. I've got I posted a video a couple probably last year or some point in time when a calf was born deceased, and Jeff was sitting there talking. The video is dark because we were sitting outside in the dark, but I wanted people to hear what he was saying.
Right.
But he was on the verge of tears because we'd had another one born. It was 2 of them. We lost 2 of them. And he wasn't doing good at that point in time. And I even posted a video of Jeff and Dakota drunk off their butts having a midnight conversation because they were being idiots and I was sober. And so,
Right,
I mean, I try not to hide, things from you guys,
right. And I think
you know.
that's really for you specifically, and I'm talking about you, not you and Jeff. For you
Right.
specifically, it's a venting tool, a talking it out
Yes.
tool. So and I've
Yes.
noticed that with you. When you get a chance to explain or talk about what's going on, you seem so much more relieved and relaxed after doing it. And it's kind of like it reboots you and you can go about the next thing, you know.
Right.
So
Yep.
just wanted to throw that out there because I do think for you specifically, it helps you.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, there you go. You made it through it. It wasn't that bad.
No, it didn't hurt too bad.
I think a lot come in here thinking it's going to hurt far more than it does. So, yes. All right. So, go ahead and hang on. Stay where you're at. Um,
Okay.
we get to do the fun part of the night, which this time I'm not telling anybody what their gift is. It's going to be a surprise gift. If you can answer the question correctly, you will have 1 minute to answer. Wendy, if you happen to watch last week's, you're more than welcome to answer. If you didn't, that's fine. But it's got to be put in chat. Number one. Number two, I'm going by StreamYard chat. I am not going by YouTube chat. So the first one I see that pops up in StreamYard, that's the one I'm going with because I have this recorded so I can always go back to it if I need to. Okay. All right. So this is based off last week's live conversation we had with Lisa from Yogi Hollow Farm. And I need to know what the answer was to the question, what sound annoys you the most? Your time starts now. So I get 1 minute to come up with the answer because I found out some people were going back while waiting and going through the lives trying to figure it out. So I've minimized the amount of time that they have.
Oh.
Yes. Which, you try to do whatever you can. I get it, but
Good.
we'll see if they can do it. I'm not seeing any answers, though, so that kind of bothers me or worries me. But it's highly possible they don't remember or they weren't able to watch. So you never know. So anything big and major coming on for you? I know you have a show that you're doing.
Yeah, we've got MACC tomorrow and Saturday. It's a 2-day show. And so I've been working the last 3 days on these dang ornaments, and I'm not gonna get them done
Mm.
because I've got to decorate every single one of them, and I've got ornaments laying everywhere. But they are extremely fragile, and they are breaking very, very easy. Let's see if I can tilt it enough to where it
Lift it
doesn't
up
fall.
higher.
But
Lift it up higher. There you go. Oh, yeah. They look very
but
fragile.
they are very fragile.
Okay.
Let me hold up one that isn't extremely fragile.
So your time's up. So while she's going to go ahead and finish what she's doing, and then I'll tell you what the answer was. Oh, there you go.
But they're bubble bath and it's a powder with minimal liquid, and so they are very breakable.
Oh, kind of like a tablet, a large tablet would kind of crumble,
Yeah.
kind of thing. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So here's the answer. What sound annoys Lisa from Yogi Hollow Farm the most? Typing was the answer. She hates the sound of typing.
Oh
Like
wow.
old style typewriters typing. Yeah. So nobody got it. So sorry. Have to try again with Wendy's question next week. But I can tell everybody we have our whole month planned out for guests. So
Oh wow.
that got finalized after you and I chit-chatted back and forth tonight. I finalized that, so that's great.
Awesome.
So again, thank you for coming. Thank you for participating. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you to everybody that came in the chat. Thank you to all those that modded. Don't forget, next Thursday we start over. It'll be Gilliam Family Farms. Then it goes on to White Rock Homestead. Then we go to Mutton for Nothing. Then we go to 9 Acre Family Farm, and then we round it up on Kettle Kitchen. You also have a live you do Sunday afternoons, 7
Sunday
Central
night.
Standard.
Yep, Sunday night, 7 p.m. Central Time.
Okay, so everybody, if you get a chance, go over and check it out. Blue's still in with us. Anyways, thank you to everybody, whether you're here in chat or you're up on the panel, which is Wendy tonight. None of this happens without all of you being here, and I thank you and appreciate it very much. Remember, be smart, think ahead, meal prep with ease, and always preserve, guys. Okay, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye, guys.